would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gamecocks will put total weather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ole Miss offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
There he goes. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if you turned on the tape... Last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
Off play action. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the red zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the catch. It's Tamatova. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams, but it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you, but let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. In a good spot here with second and short. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Sullivan. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab down the left side. He's loose. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. Don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Got a man, it's Maddox. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion moves the sticks in, let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 6th play of the drive coming up. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going right to work up top. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. The run from the shotgun. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go up top on second and short. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding a soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. From the gun, the running back has it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the first down marker and still running. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Rebels are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire right when the ball...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Harris. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Breaks into the open. Gives him the big stiff arm. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Turning it on! Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's a draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina.
They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference, so a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Fires into traffic. Picked off. Bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some... but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on ground.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line, giving 5 on that one. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sullivan. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
My job as offensive coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity and that I can get him the ball, they can make something happen. He's one of those guys. That's why I'm going to continue to force feed him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Under fire. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Finds the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
South Carolina.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. The Rebels will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to me.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the 2nd half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack, perfect start to the second half of this defense.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Coates. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Quick step and go. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold offense.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Grabbed behind the line in Sullivan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sullivan. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. It'll be a draw. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes it the other way. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll run this play from the pistol. Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his tight end. Push down for the tackle.
I'll I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there.
Snags it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Tempo and overdrive.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pulled down for the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown. And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. This is a designed run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Maddox. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The play action fake. Dumps it off in the flats. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Sullivan. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pugh. It'll be 3rd and long.
3rd down coming up.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
There he goes! They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing
headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the... way and a big play for this defense. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being...
Oh, he's got some space. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback. And
he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
you can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, what a cut! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw, it's Evanson. Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Makes the grab on the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They want to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. 2 set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Got it in the middle. It's Pugh. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are